During my journalism days, I had the good fortune to interview Yasmin Premji, wife of Azim Premji. And the reason why we spoke was she was finally coming out with a book that took her 2 decades to write. And I remember asking her the first question, which was very obvious, like what took her took her so long, right? And she said that uh, she started it, but she didn't know how to finish it. And I found that very interesting. She said something on the lines of, we we don't always get to decide the flow of the book, and we don't get to know when to stop. It's like a life of its own, and it will decide its own course, which is a very interesting way of looking at things, right? The same philosophy is observed when you look at Fran Lebowitz. She is also known for her procrastination, and it takes a really long time to not finish a book. Forget finishing a book. She is known for not completing. And if you ask her the same thing, the same thought process will be evident, that it just didn't happen. Like, if it had to happen, then it would have happened by now. So when you put these perspective into place, you wonder, like, what is the point of writing in the first place, right? Like, if some of us are seeking perfection in our expression, then who is going to tell us where to stop? Like, you can write something, the first draft, the second draft, the third draft, and then your editor, your publishers will tell you, like, okay, this thing need to be changed or twisted or tweaked. But like, the first draft is still written by you, and I find it kind of horrifying to be in a place where I write a book and I tell myself that it is done, because I'm pretty sure it will never be done. Not because I'm a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist at all. If you follow my blog, you'll notice that I write pretty quickly. I don't mull over a lot of things. Although I make a lot of notes, but I don't mull over expressions, right? So it's very interesting to know, like, what takes so long, uh, why some of us are so obsessed with, reaching certain points in our work. Which brings us to Jackson Pollock, who was known for going through iterations of his drip painting. If you haven't seen it, please read about it. Do watch it on YouTube. And somebody asked him, like, how do you know that when your painting is done, how do you know that, okay, this is complete, right? And his answer was, it's just like sex, or for that matter, masturbation. Like, you know when it is done. So there is this orgasmic perspective to it too, which is interesting. But then you don't have a different answer. It's only you can tell what is what and why is why. And most importantly, when is when. Because even Leonardo da Vinci took almost 15 years to complete Mona Lisa. So what are we doing here? Apart from biding time, trying to reinvent ourselves, not the work that we're doing, but trying to reinvent what we can be with time.